Hi everyone, my name is Anjali. Welcome to my channel. So, yesterday, what showed up for me was I was spinning in my head, and the fear and the worry, they know my secrets. In my situation, it was something to do with security of the accounts, and it's just opened up. It's like this has happened so many times to me. They know my secrets. And the images which comes to me is I am visible, like I'm entirely visible to everybody, and it's so scary. The sense of being exposed, not having any safety, and it also comes in the fact of like whatever I'm thinking, that thinking is visible to everybody. Like I didn't even knew that that's what I was projecting onto others. Like everybody knows what I'm thinking about, and the sense which came to me was if they know my secret, then it means that I'm not safe, and it means that attack will come from somewhere. Like it will come from somewhere, and then the mind goes into the strategies of trying to save myself, defend myself. And the things which show up is I'm not safe in the world, and I just see that I'm living in an unsafe world. The emotions which showed up for me was shame, a lot of shame, embarrassment, fear. Like I feel my whole body was shaking when I go into that, sense into that thought of they know my secrets. And there's so much fear and worry, and it's just shaking. And I feel the inner child is trying to make sure that everything is safe, and the helplessness also, helplessness. And there's a freeze response also. Like I feel I'm just shocked, and I'm just in place, and it's hard to breathe. And in journal, I'm scared of people. When I have that thought, that's where I go. So the intention for this transmission is to ask the guides about the structure, because it is a structure, it's a pattern. They know my secrets, and it has a well performed behavior. I feel the neurons fight in a certain way, and it's the same behavior and the reaction, the imagination, the imagery, and the defending myself and projecting that things are not safe, I'm going to get attacked, and also finding faults in me. That's where I go. What did I do wrong? Where I'm wrong? Pinpointing that, and then scaring the shit out of myself. So, yeah, I feel like as I'm talking, it's just the chest and the stomach is just tight. So, let's see where we go. The intention is to call upon highest frequency beings of light and love, and all others bind from us, providing clarity into this whole structure and pattern of they know my secrets, how to let go of that structure, how to basically deconstruct it and not perpetuate it, and release that, let go of it, dropping it, and making a new selection. Let's see where we go. Eesh, talk! I can no no ma se she sabe que tô chorando, mas que she sabe que tô chorando, que she sata. The structures, and the structures, and the structures. When growing up as a child, you learn to do something. You learn to walk. That became like a learned pattern, if you have to say. You learn to walk. The if you have to see it this way, the molecules and the cells in your body, the leg muscles, they learned a particular behavior that is similar to all the structures or the patterns you see. In this case, what you are telling yourself is, I am not safe. What you are telling yourself that you is visible to everybody. We see is a small kid in the school feeling exposed, feeling not safe, feeling being seen, and you are so self conscious of yourself that you may make a mistake, oh, and you will get punished. That's what it is repeating here in this case, in this scenario. Again, as a child, you didn't have any control over the environment you were living in. You were in that environment and you made a very, 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 very smart decision to comply with it because you were smart enough that if you make a mistake, then oh, yeah, they are going to punish you. That was again the reality of it, as you may say. But as you are growing up and as you are right now, you need to know in yourselves that you're empowered to make a different selection, a different choice. You choose a different environment where you are supported, where you are well taken care of. You see, when you learn this behavior that somebody is going to punish you if you make a single mistake, and if you have this even a vision that everybody knows about you, everything, that's a hell of a life. That's a hell of a life. And plus, you have a belief that, oh, if you do something wrong, you're going to get punished. You're walking on eggshells in your life. You don't even feel safe. Every moment you are looking, making sure, calculating, oh, I should not make a mistake. That's a very tough life, my dear one. Very tough life. Let loose on yourself. You are the source, creator. You are the empowered being of your life. You are free. There is no authority over you. There is no authority over you. You have learned this growing up. There is an authority figure, and if you do something, you will get punished. That has been a learned behavior, and very sadly, that's what it is in your society. That's a learned behavior. The only thing is, you just have to unlearn it. We understand there are structures in your society, the police or whatever judicial structure. These are structured to mirror you that if something is not compliant about with the rules and regulations of your society, you may get a hit. But dear one, know that it's not against you. It is just a rules and regulations, and that is again as you choose to come to this world, you have agreed to that rules and regulation. That is nothing personal to you. You are not being punished. You can see just as a transaction. If you go to a market, you buy something, either you like it, you don't like it, that's just a transaction. It has nothing to do with the fabric you buy, or it has nothing to do with you as a person. There is no reflection on yourself. So when you see these things, then if somebody is reacting in your environment in a way which is mimicking the assumption that you are being punished, know that it has nothing personal to you. It is just a transaction which has been created in your world, which is if something is not followed in that way, then you will have some kind of a consequence. So, knowing that, you don't have to fight it. It is that simple. You let go of all the muscles, all the extra energy you're wasting on fighting it. Because ideally, what you're doing is you're fighting what you don't want, but that is basically leaking your energy and not investing into the world which you want to create. Once you resist something, you are attached to it. It's a predicament because you, to start with, you don't even want it. Because you don't want it, once you're fighting with, you're just attached to it. The smartest thing you can do is let go of it. It doesn't mean that you are less than anything if you let go of it. It doesn't mean that you're not supporting the structure. The way you support the structure is by creating something you would want in the world rather than fighting it. Know that you are the one who's creating your reality, you are the one creating your world. It's not the objects, external things which are in the world which defines your world. You define your world. You create your world in your reality by your own energy. So essentially, the thing you're fighting is something which is within you are resisting. That's what it is. And ideally, what happens is once you fight something, it is just mirroring that you also fight yourself in the same way in different situation. You are just not able to see it. The outer reflection is just telling you that is what it is happening internally in your life. So you can be very, 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 very grateful for that, because it's just showing you what is happening inside of you. The things you resolve in your life is by getting a reflection outside, so you're able to see it. Once you're able to see it, you make a different choice, you make a different selection, then it gets resolved internally. But the fact that you're able to see something which is happening inside of yourself, so you can be grateful for the outer reflection. So, why this assumption that you are being seen, all your secrets are known? It's a gossip. 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 Something which scares you is not your reality, is not the true you. See, you will not share something unless you feel comfortable about it, and you will not share something to people you don't know. You know that. So once you know that reality, once you own that fact, you are safe. You are safe. All these things which are kind of exposed in your environment, oh, this is not safe, this is not safe, this is not safe, oh, be careful, this is not safe, this is not safe, this is not safe. You are just scaring the shit out of yourself. This may be a way to perpetuate fear in the environment, but again, it is just mirroring that you have that fear inside of you. That's all it is. You may say thank you for reflecting that, and thank you for scaring the shit out of me, because I know now that I also believe that. You know that you are the one creating your reality. Because you are the one creating your reality, you can make a different selection. I create a world where I am safe. I share things which I feel comfortable with. And I trust that I create the reality where everybody is safe, everybody is taken care of, everybody take cares of each other. Nobody is hurting anybody. You are the one created. Again, in your environment, you have a reflection where things are happening. The way we are going, you may see that in your environment, but it's again what you say, splitting the prism. If you have heard about this terminology, what is happening is the earth is ascending to a higher dimension, which you call the fifth dimension. So you have earth which is splitting into two different earth. One is again the third dimensional aspect. There's a fourth dimension and there's a fifth dimension. So you moment by moment, moment by moment by moment, as choosing which earth you are residing in. The fourth dimension is a bandwidth where in the fourth dimension you can switch to a third dimension, you can switch to a fifth dimension. So you are on the runway, if we may say. So when you are seeing the things in the external world, which is a representation of fear, not safety, attack, that means that's a third dimensional representation of that. If you're getting affected by it, choose choose that, use that as an opportunity to kind of transmute the fear which you have within it, where the world is not safe. Because what you are creating is you're transmuting the fear within yourself and elevating your frequency to a higher pitch where you're aligned with the fifth dimension. When you do it moment by moment by moment, or whenever the things are arising, it is giving you an opportunity to get aligned with that fifth dimensional blueprint. And when you do it often, then what you're doing is you're training your cells to stay in that frequency. You're maintaining your frequency. Your body is becoming familiar with that new frequency, and the things in the outer world, if they come, will no more bother you. And a time will come where those things will not even come anymore, because you have transitioned yourself into a reality where the frequency where those things are happening is so far apart that you will not be able to coexist in the same frequency. That's where we are going right now. So, my dear child, nothing is broken within you, nothing is wrong with you, and you don't have to fix anything outside of you, and you don't have to fix anything inside of you. You just have to shift. That's all. When you are going on a road, there's a road on the left, there's a road on the right. Because you are accustomed to taking the road on the left so many times, so many times, so many times, so many times. So by default, if you are going, you will want to take a left turn. But now we ask you to take a pause. You take a pause. Whenever things are coming up in your life which are bothering you, you take a pause. You take a pause. You take a pause. You take a pause and a deep breath. And see, oh my dear child, I didn't knew that you have been going to the left turn so many times. Have love and so much compassion for yourself, because you have been suffering for such a long time. Now is the time. Now is the time. The environment, the way your earth is moving into the sector of space, which is full of photonic energy, is supporting you so much to make a selection so easily. Now is the time. Now is the time. You take a breath and just see what is option on the right. You don't even have to move if you don't want to. Just see what is the option on the right. What options do you have other than the option which you were doing before? Just see. And if you choose to, take one step and feel how does it feel. It may feel weird because your body is not used to that. Your body is not used to relaxing when the mind is going ivory. So just see what happens if I just don't react. It may feel revolting. It may feel very uncomfortable in your body because that's something foreign or different. We just ask you to see in the right direction. Because making a choice, making a different choice is so much easier in this time, the only thing you need to do is shift your habits. Whenever things are occurring, which is there's a reaction going on which is very familiar to you, just acknowledge that. Oh my dear child, I didn't knew you were suffering. I didn't knew you were so scared. You can visualize yourself as a child whose needs are not met. Even if you ask a question, just a simple question, when was the first time I had this? When was the first time I felt this? If you're not thinking about it, the mind will drop an image the first time you felt it. And you can be with the child you, whatever needs she had during that time, whether it was to listen, to be heard, to be told that you're safe, you're wanted, everything is available to you, you are safe, you will never be punished. What you're doing is giving a different past to you. You are changing your history. This is a powerful, powerful, powerful time. You create a new history for yourself by supporting your inner child in a way they wanted to be supported. What you're also doing is connected to everything is now. So you are connecting to your past aspect, which also exists in the now. And you are supporting that past aspect of you, giving them whatever they needed so they can elevate their frequency or they feel supported and wanted and safe. So what happens is they change their future. You see, it's a dominoes effect. It is a powerful time. Feel that. That's the power you have in this time. That's the power you have in this time. Feel the service you are doing to you and all the aspect of you which are in different time and different place. Because the awareness you have in this time, because the support you have in this time, know that your guides, all the masters, including yourself, are supporting yourself. And because of that awareness, you are on this path, you are supporting all of the aspects of yourself. So we end here. Know that it is easy to shift, it is easy to change. You just have to believe that. Once you believe that, that possibility to shift, you will allow that energy to shift. Know that the shifting is also a vibration. You allow that energy to shift in yourself. Open up to that energy of shifting within yourself. Once you open up those energies within yourself, you will get ideas and hits, and synchronicity will happen, which will give you all the information you need in that particular time, in the particular moment, when you make a decision, when you make a direction. People, situation, things will come to you which will support you in the best possible way needed. You are so much supported. You are so much guided. Feel that in your body. And we applaud each and every one of you who are doing this practice, to ascend into your higher aspects. We are sending many, many well wishes and so much appreciation from our heart to your heart for doing this experiment and giving this light language for the energy of shifting is easy to shift. Ikato shapakati shapatukutu palakati aku chupati kita pu aku kiti kita unaka pushtukutika apachukutu pekati shukutakati jijuto iplakatu pakati jisha apa jijuju sapakati jumleta iktaktakatata patkiti opo ikita kutupat kutukutu chikatatu kakikikikikikikikikiki ul shita sapati in ju sapakatu jumleta kati imi juju sapakatu jumleta sapakatu elekatari ijuju sapakatu juju ikalakatu juju sapakatu juju sapakatu juju sapakatu ik ul achitita ikita unikata juju asata pakatu juju si shasata ta 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 ta. Thank you for watching. Bye.